beginning, Flesh and Blood had two formats that it focused on fairly equally. Classic Constructed, which is the main format of Flesh and Blood that it was designed around, and Blitz, which uses young heroes with half the starting life total of their older counterparts used in Classic Constructed, allowing for faster games that newer players gravitated more towards. And for a long time, Blitz would remain the most popular format in Flesh and Blood, with Blitz precons designed specifically towards new players being made for most of the new sets. But now things have changed, and Classic Constructed has dethroned Blitz as the most popular format in all of Flesh and Blood, and today I'm going to be telling you why myself and so many people have transitioned into Classic Constructed and why you should as well. Hello and welcome to the table, and today I'm going to be talking about Classic Constructed and why this format is just so unbelievably awesome and fun and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm going to talk about why Blitz has kind of been dethroned and why realistically it has been for quite a while now, but only recently has it been officially said that it has been dethroned as the most popular format in Flesh and Blood. So, for a while, like I already said, Blitz precons were being made for every new set, and Classic Constructed precons were never made. But now, a Kyo Armory deck is being made, which Armory decks are Classic Constructed precons instead of being designed for newer players, being designed for more of the intermediate players. And looking at the World Championships, the first one, there were Blitz events alongside the Classic Constructed events. But now, looking at the second one, and same thing's going to be true for the third one happening this year, there's Classic Constructed events and other events for, in the second World Championships case, Bright Lights, in the third, whatever the third set of the year is going to be. But still, it seems like a lot of people have moved away from Blitz and focused a lot more on Classic Constructed, because as the game has gotten older, there's a lot larger card pool, and a lot of more people are way more experienced now, so they're moving to Classic Constructed to get the full experience of Flesh and Blood and the full experience of the game, pretty much. Because again, Classic Constructed is the format that Flesh and Blood is designed around. So, you're gonna get the full experience of the game in Classic Constructed, and with more people being way more experienced and having a lot larger card pools than they used to, explore and delve into all of the best parts of Flesh and Blood in the Classic Constructed format. And Blitz, while I still believe is a very good way to teach people the fundamentals, I still believe that Classic Constructed, now that I've played it a bit myself, is the main format that people should eventually transition into. But what people should do is basically get a Blitz precon, play against a friend or whatever, and learn the fundamentals of Flesh and Blood. And once you kind of got the ropes down, then get an Armory deck to kind of learn the fundamentals of Classic Constructed and how to build a Classic Constructed deck, how it's very different from Blitz, how to sideboard and all that kind of stuff. Take it to an Armory, learn all of the ropes with your friends or with other people at your Armory, get tips and whatever of like what you should buy if you're on a budget, what equipment should you get if you're not on a budget, what legendary should you get, that kind of stuff. But Classic Constructed is the format that everybody should be playing because again, it provides the full experience of Flesh and Blood, but it's also just a lot more fun format to play than Blitz. While Blitz is a lot faster format, I'd argue that Flesh and Blood itself is truly the most fun in a back and forth battle and this just beautiful dance of wits and skill and prowess at this game. And you can't get that in a place any better than Classic Constructed. Because, I mean, in Classic Constructed, the games are slower, the games are longer. You have double the life total that you do in Blitz. Because of that, you can set up these massive turns and massive combos that you just can't do in Blitz. That are just so fun to pull off, that are just so fun to do. And there's just so much that you can do in Classic Constructed that you just cannot in Blitz. But you can still do some of the things that you can in Blitz in Classic Constructed. Blitz, super fast format. Well, if you still want to play a super fast deck, play Fi, play Katsu, play Viserai, those kinds of decks. And now, Blitz has its issues. It has some decks that are a bit overpowered. But in Classic Constructed, it is the most wide open it has ever been before. There are no heroes that are really standing out above every other hero. Now, obviously, there are some of the more powerful ones like Azalea, Kaio, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, if you commit enough time into any single deck in Classic Constructed, you are going to be able to beat people with it. And it's not just like, okay, somebody pulls out this deck and now you're just gonna lose. Oh, that sucks for you. No, that's not the case, because Classic Constructed is a very wide open format right now, and you can play whatever deck you want to. This is the time, more than ever before, to get into it, because I have built Classic Constructed decks, including but not limited to Azalea, Dash, Vi, Bolton. All of them are just so fun in their own way. And while Azalea, personally, I think is the most powerful of all the Classic Constructed decks I've been test playing around with, it still doesn't stand too far above a lot of the other decks. It's not so much more powerful than any of the other decks. It's like Lexi, where you gotta play the deck that counters Lexi, or you gotta play Lexi, which counters basically all the rest of the meta except Dromai. But with all of the most powerful and broken decks in Classic Constructed out of the format, like all the Tales of Aria decks, Prism, Chain, Starvo, Dromai, which, Dromai's not a super fun deck to play against, not gonna lie. But yeah, with the format being more wide open than ever before, with Dromai recently leaving the format, with all of the stuff that is going on in Classic Constructed, to make it the most fair that it's ever been, now is the time to get into it, because it'll allow you to still do some of the things that you love in Blitz. Play fast decks if you want to, like the Ninjas or Viserai, but will also allow you to have these longer, more strategic, back and forth, who has the most skill at this game kind of battles. Classic Constructed is just so fun, and I'm going to be moving into it for Partimisville. I'm going to be doing deck decks from here on for Classic Constructed with sideboards. I'm going to try to make all of the decks under $100, but still super competitive and fairly tuned. And for any of you who still play Blitz and are thinking about moving into Classic Constructed but haven't decided quite yet, now is the time, because Classic Constructed is in a better place than it ever has been before. And with Partimisville on the horizon, looking to be such a fun set like we've never seen before, with so many fun heroes that we've never seen before. Now is the time to get into Classic Constructed and build Classic Constructed decks for some of the best, your favorite heroes, and for some of the new, super powerful, super fun looking heroes. So anyways, with all that aside, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, it's completely free, you won't regret it, and enjoy Classic Constructed and the absolutely wonderful game that is Flesh and Blood.